Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lainey, and in today's video I am going to be answering your questions about Lake County Stables. And before we start, I just want to say that I play this game and I kind of make videos on it and that kind of stuff, which is why I'm doing this video. I am not a developer of the game and I don't know absolutely everything, but all the questions that you guys asked me I think I can answer. So yeah, let's get into the video. So the main thing that you guys asked me, the most kind of asked thing, is how do you lunge? And if some of you guys don't know what lunging is, you basically kind of train your horse in like a circle pen kind of thing and see which like rein they're better on, lead kind of thing. So I hope that kind of makes sense, but we do have round pins in this game, and we do have a lunge whip, which for some reason, yeah, I'm on the floor. For some reason, it teleports you all the way to like this middle bit, and it's very like glitchy and weird because when you walk around with it, it kind of makes you go everywhere. However, it does actually work. So if you come up to your horse and press, your horse will start walking, so that's pretty cool. However, I wouldn't use it because it's just really glitchy and I don't know, I don't like it that much. I think there's other ways of making it look like you're lunging. So there is actually no lunging in the game. I kind of forgot to mention that. There is no lunging yet, so you can't actually properly lunge your horse. And some people might be confused and be like, we saw you in a video lunging, but I really just kind of faked it. Like I just did it like roleplay like. So what you can do is actually, I'm going to make my horse follow me. So if you click this little horseshoe icon here, it should make your horse follow you. So I'm going to just make him follow me all the way to the round pens. So there is multiple things that I guess you can do to make it look like you're lunging, but I'm going to show you guys what I do. So why does this gate not open? How is my horse supposed to get in? Let me try the other one. Oh, I think they might actually be locked because you're not supposed to be lunging yet. Or they're just like that, I'm not sure, but let me try and help my horse out. Okay, we're gonna have to like kind of get myself in there somehow. Oh, this is not going well. This is really not going well. I'm just okay, can we do it? Please get in. Oh right, well we got into this one, so that's good enough. So I'm just gonna get off my horse. So what I do is I grab my lead, because you will usually use a lead in lunging. And then I usually get someone, or like my old account, my like other account, to ride my horse in wild mode. And to get wild mode, you just press this and it makes you like invisible on the horse, so then you can control your horse without having to like, oh my gosh, what happened to my face? What? Excuse me? What happened to my face? Why do I look like a robot? Where is my face? Hang on a second. There we go. Okay, I don't know what that was. It does happen sometimes. It's a bit strange. But anyway, back to lunging. So I usually get someone to just ride around whilst I'm kind of in the middle filming, and someone just rides around. I guess you could also just make your horse follow you, but that's not really realistic looking because you're supposed to be in the middle whilst lunging. But that could work. I've also seen people lead their horse whilst someone's on wild mode, but for me this just never worked. Like I tried to do it with my friend a couple of times and it worked. Like it actually looked like you were lunging, but I was like either in the ground or like floating or something, so it just didn't look very good. So I just use someone in wild mode to like walk around and I'm just in the middle of my lead rope. That's like my best kind of how to lunge. So let me know if you guys have like any tricks to do this or something, but that's what I do. So the next question is, how do you control your horse? And basically in this game it's quite difficult to control your horse at times, especially on mobile, and I'll mainly explain how to kind of do it better on PC, but I will say on mobile as well. I do sometimes play on mobile. I definitely find it way easier to do it on PC. So if you do own one, I recommend using one, but obviously if you're on mobile, then you can play it as well. So how this game kind of works with the controls is that when you either... I thought my face went like weird again. If you press W or your like up arrow, you will go faster. So if you keep pressing, you will just eventually get up into a trot. Oh, we're gonna ignore that. Get up into a trot and then into a canter and that kind of stuff. So that's why it's more difficult, because you don't just... and most games have just like buttons and then you just use that. And then to slow down you press S or the down arrow, and obviously left and right is A and D, and the left and right arrow. So you can speed up whilst moving, and I know it's really difficult because it's kind of like different controls, and a lot of people have told me, oh, I wish they kind of changed the controls. I don't agree with that at all, because this is just better because we have so many different speeds of walk, and then we have so many different speeds of trot, which just makes it a lot more interesting and realistic, because real horses don't just walk in one speed. They can walk a bit faster, they can walk a bit slower, and there's also the collective like extended trot and that kind of stuff. So what I recommend for mobile is not holding your joystick thing, like the thing you move with, too much. Like just slightly drag it. If you drag it too fast, you will just make your horse go really, really fast straight away, which is probably not what you want. So yeah, and if you're struggling to like get the controls, if you always bump into something, I just recommend first like doing some circles and like going from corner to corner in the arena and not bumping into things in a walk, and then eventually moving up to like a trot and a canter. Obviously in the arenas I don't recommend galloping, but if you do want to practice like going really fast, you could always go to the trails map, which I do have a whole video explaining how to get there if you don't know. And yeah, that's pretty much just how you learn kind of the controls. Once you start playing the game a little bit more, it gets quite easy. But obviously you have the swap, lead, change diagonal, collect, release, half seat and all that. So these work, but I'm not gonna like explain them because they're not really a part of the controls, because you can still go like speed up and stuff. For swap lead, you just like swap the way you go. So now let me go in a canter. So I think now I'm on the left lead, and if I press swap lead, it will change to the right. So I think that also makes me do tighter turns on the right and not so tight on the left, maybe? I don't know if it's tighter, but yeah, that's basically how you swap lead. So you basically swap the way your horse is cantering. So yeah, that's how you do that, and just like I would just recommend playing the game and practicing moving around. That's really just how you do it, and I will probably do an updated tutorial on how to play the full game soon. I'll try and make one eventually, so I'll explain like absolutely everything, but there is quite a lot to this game, so I might have to plan that out quite a bit. But yeah, the next question is, how do you jump? So jumping is really just the spacebar. Like you have to get yourself into a certain speed. So you can do it in a trot, but obviously with higher jumps you'd want to go into a canter, and then you just go to jump and then make sure you're straight and just jump. And if you jump too late, or if you don't jump high enough, your horse doesn't jump high enough, the pole might go down, and then your horse can get injured as well, which is another kind of topic. But yeah, you just do that. And then on mobile, you do the same thing, but you press the jump button, which I think there's a glitch where sometimes it doesn't show up. But yeah. And also sometimes it doesn't let you jump without like warming up, I guess. So what you have to do, if it doesn't let you jump in the arena, you have to go back and go to like the poles arena, this one, and then just do these jumps here, and then it should let you jump, and then you can go back to doing your jumping, and then that should kind of like unblock your jumping for you. So I don't know if that's a glitch or if you're supposed to like warm up before you jump or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's that question answered. The next question I got is, which horse is best to buy? So basically you can just buy any horse that you really like. Like some people like fjords, some people prefer like warm bloods and things. So it just depends on what horse you like. But if you're looking for a horse that like can jump really high and that type of stuff, I recommend the thoroughbreds, because they're quite fast in the canter. Like you can get them to go really fast, and then they jump quite easily through like really big jumps. Don't get a chestnut. If you don't want a sassy horse, don't get the chestnuts. I don't know exactly which horses are the sassiest, but I am guessing that the chestnuts are going to be the sassiest. And I have actually ridden the chestnuts before, and I've noticed that they do buck and refuse quite a lot more. But it also just depends on like different things. So yeah, I do recommend the thoroughbreds. You can just go into horse adoption and see which coat you like the most. So I think these are the thoroughbreds, yeah. And just see, so they, like, you can't even see their name right now. I just bought them all. So this is a bit of a glitch with the images. So this isn't like what the horse actually is. It just is like this because the shop hasn't been like finished, I'm pretty sure. It's really glitchy and like a work in progress, I'm pretty sure. Or at least I hope so, because it's a mess. But yeah, it's still like working, so I don't really have a problem with that. But yeah, let's move on to the next question. So people have also asked me, how do you be wild? And I've already kind of answered this in the lunging bit, but there is this little icon with like a horse rearing, and if you just press that, makes you invisible, and then you can be in wild mode, so you can pretend to, like, you can be in a role play like a wild horse or something. Oh, I don't know why they rear after you get out of it, but they do, so that's just a little thing. And yeah, a lot of people have asked me how to control the horse, so that's kind of like, just do a bunch of circles, try and do a bunch of jumps, and just kind of practice. And a lot of people have also asked me how to get to certain maps. So like how to get into the trails and how to get into the showgrounds and things. And I've made a tutorial on all of this. I'm pretty sure I made a short tutorial on how to get to the showgrounds, and then I made a whole video on the cross country. But if anyone is still confused, what you do is either when you spawn into the game and you get like the home page bit, you have to press travel and then just pick wherever you want to travel. Or if you're already loaded into the game, just head to this trailer over here by the barn, and if you just come close to it, it will come up with this map. So you can go to the barn, which we're in right now. You can go to the indoor arena, which I'm not sure why it's in the water, but anyway. And then the XC/trails, this is the cross country, and then this one doesn't work because it's not in the game yet. But you can go to all of the other places. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, thank you. Let me go. Okay, thank you. So that's how you do that. And I will just put this out there. No one actually asked this. I will just put it out there in case you guys don't know that the horseshoe button thing makes your horse follow you. The lock makes no one be able to ride your horse, so not even yourself. So this is especially useful in public servers if you're packing up your horse and so no one takes your horse. But I have noticed that in this game no one actually really takes your horse, which is quite nice. And the barn button just spawns in whatever horse you want, but obviously you need to claim a stall first. And the camera button is quite new, but what it does is, let me just like jump or something, it like pauses you in whatever you do, so it freezes you, so it freezes both of your horse and your character. So if I just like ragdoll, oh gosh, so like I can take a photo right now or something, so that is pretty useful. So yeah, that's like a new feature, and I don't know why my horse's leg is like this. Excuse me? Have you broken your bones, or are you okay? So yeah, that's pretty much all of the questions that you guys have asked me. If you do have other questions, feel free to ask me in the comments and I'll try to answer them. And let me know if you do want like a full tutorial on the game, like with everything. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!